What is up, you stupid, greasy, fat, ugly, disgusting prick? We're back and we're gonna be talking about something a little crazy. As we know, Kane created the Backrooms movie, but this fucking guy created a few other projects. And today I'm gonna be talking about one that I feel like hasn't really been talked about a lot. I feel like it hasn't really been touched. On. Okay. No one has really talked about it too much, and I just feel like today I'm gonna touch a little bit. I don't know where this touching shit's coming from, but whatever. I'm gonna be going over People Still Live Here. So like I said, there's another one of his little silly projects. You know what I'm saying? He also has The Oldest View and a couple other things too, I'm pretty sure, but I'm probably not going to go over all of his things. That would be on some different type of glazed shit, but today, like I said, going over People Still Live Here. This series consists of 5 videos. Some of them are very creepy, some of them are a little freaky. They consist of some pretty interesting things, like one's real, a couple of them are like video gameplay videos, which, what the fuck? I wasn't really into this shit when it's coming out. I didn't really get into it like I did with the other ones. But eventually I did, and recently I'm trying to disperse from the Backrooms videos a little bit because I'm literally running out. Like, there's only so much shit I can talk about with that. So I'm dispersing, and this is me dispersing. It's a weird way to say it, but me spreading my wings and flying away. And this is where I'm flying to now. That was beautiful. Let's get into it. So, like I said, there's 5 videos. The first video is named Say Well. This video is quite cryptic, a little creepy, very weird stuff. It starts off with like a ribbon or fucking whatever this is. It cuts eventually to this like weird thing, which I think is like a mouth. This weird thing is like this like talking creature, kind of like those like fish things that kind of flop on the wall. I'm pretty sure it's similar to that. If it's not, then who fucking knows? Who fucking knows? There's Morse code in this video according to the comments. It says, "And now my body has become one with a faraway land. I am the meadow and the sky all around. You work on the land and so you work for the land. And in return, the land accepts you. You may think your work is finite and conclusive when the time comes to depart, but the land will always remember what you gave to it. And in time, you and your work will live on through the land." Ooh, what the fuck? It's just weird. As usual. He's doing some cryptic shit. Let's go on to the next one. So the next video is one of the gameplay videos. It says called People Still Live Here V8.3 2005 gameplay. This shows, gameplay, okay, of a game that is made in the memory of Clifton J. Saywell. Ooh, Saywell sounds familiar, right? Well, that is the name of the last video. This game starts with some weird text talking about a swamp, shit about the meadow, and it's like, start off, you're walking through a swamp, and then you get into this like tunnel, and then eventually you get to this castle type room. Now you're in this and you have to get 3 items. You need to get a wampum belt, a watch, and a compressor. These are very interesting items, pretty unique items, I would say. The video is just whoever's playing this game walking around this big green meadow. Very dreamcore aesthetic, I would say. Even in Kane Pixel's other shit, this guy does take kind of like some freaky liminal-esque vibes to it. You know what I'm saying? The guy's walking through the meadow and he comes to this tree, and in front of it is a picnic blanket held down by some rocks, and it has the first item that he gets, which is a watch. Buddy then walks around a little more and then walks into a house, and it's got like weird paper, like it's got weird painting on the wall of like a dude riding a fucking broom or something. And then it shows this weird thing here. This weird fucking picture, this drawing of like a arrow, and it's got like blue and yellow circles and shit. After he exits the house, Buddy goes over to a fountain surrounded by seats. Here, he finds the wampum belt. After that, he progresses over a hill, and on top of it, there is the weird blue and yellow rings. He then lines up himself like the fucking map did, and he realizes there's a building off in the distance. So he goes over to the building, yada yada yada, fucking walks over there. Then he goes under the fence through a tunnel that he finds. This is a very weird building because before we've really just seen like, not really like medieval, but quite rustic things. Like a castle type thing, a windmill. Then there's like the house that was there that's quite freaky, but this is like a modern building, and he goes inside and there's like tables and chairs and shit, quite modern stuff. I think there's a water cooler, but he goes down into this, it looks kind of like a big computer room, and there's a dude in there. There's a fucking weirdo with a striped shirt. The weird guy says that he has been trapped in there for some time, and he leaves, and off like the wind he goes. Then the character goes, walks a little bit into that room, and picks up the next and last item, the compressor. Then on the screen it pops up, return home, return home. He runs out of the building and he sees the fella standing there. He sees him standing there menacingly. And the guy's like, hey you, hey, come over here. But this dude says some weird ass shit when you go up to him. He says, you don't tell anyone that I was here. Technically you're allowed to, but I don't want people thinking that I'm spying on their thoughts. What the fuck does that mean? We haven't really seen anyone, so I don't know why he's like, don't tell anyone. Like, this is a regular ass dude as well. He's just a dude with a striped shirt and jeans, bro. This isn't even like a weird guy. This is just a normal ass motherfucker, and he's in this weird place. So Buddy's just standing there, he starts talking about some shit, and he just gets taken by a like train crossing light, and he just starts screaming. He's like, ah, ah. It's some crazy shit. This is crazy. I don't know what is going on here. Very confusing first watch when you watch this, but you know, the objective is return home, and so person takes a long walk home. Near the time he enters the house, you start to hear the train crossing sound, and he turns around and sees that the train crossing sign is chasing him. But he makes it inside in time, and he gets the day one complete. So he did it. He fucking did it against all odds. So that is the first video. Well, technically the second video, but this is the first one with a lot of shit in it. It's almost 20 minutes long. This is a very weird, very weird video. There's a lot of weird shit happening inside of it. What do these three items really have to do with each other? Who fucking knows? Maybe we'll get into it later, but there's a lot to take in here. We were in a swamp. All of a sudden we got transported to, or we walked into like another world where we had to get 3 different items. And then we found a dude, like a regular ass guy, not even like a weird like monster guy. He was a regular ass dude, told us to not tell anyone that he was there, and then he just got taken by a live train crossing sign. Which, by the way, that normally doesn't happen, so that's quite weird. He then walked home, and he starts getting chased as well. So these crossing signs, they're freaky. Not really sure what they are, but they're quite an interesting thing. Next video we got, the third one, is named Graveyard. This one is quite short, and it's quite strange and confused me plenty when I first saw it. This one is more familiar to us. This is quite similar to his other found footage shit. It's a person recording this very strange meadow that is very similar to the meadow that we saw in this game. Very interesting stuff. The dude turns around and he sees some of the crossing signs. What? And the strangest thing about this is that this is not the game. This is the real world. This looks real. Looks like this is the real world. This is not fake. But we see these crossing signs in the ground. They're stuck inside the ground. The dude approaches it and it turns on, and then he runs away and the video ends. This was very strange. This is like, we just saw this place in a game. So does this mean that this place is real? I don't know. Maybe we'll get into it, buddy. Next video we got is a around 20 minute video about the second day of gameplay. It starts off at the door that is seemingly the entrance to this meadow place. You exit out of the castle and you have to get 3 new items for the sunset specifically. You need to get a feather, a sundial, and a bowling ball. Very random items were required to get. So as usual, like the last time, Buddy's walking through the place until he finds a very strange dude. After looking at a big air balloon, he finds this balloon man. This balloon man talks to the person playing and he says, "Sorry man, I'm out of balloons, so fuck you, I'm keeping them for myself." And the balloon guy says, "Do you happen to know Anne the painter?" And he says that he wants some of her paintings because he's a big fan of her, but she won't let him have any because of the color of his balloons. This is so strange. Who let him make this? Who let him do this? This is what happens when you have creative freedom. The balloon man then flips upside down for a second and offers the man a deal. He says, if you can go get a painting from Anne the painter and give it to him, he will bring his hot air balloon down and you can have whatever is inside. Pretty interesting deal. I've never personally had a deal like this before, so it seems pretty fucking good to me. So of course, we are doing this deal. So we walk around and eventually we find a barn with, it seems like solar panels outside, but they're very strange in stature. They're very like jumbled in different sizes and different heights. Very weird stuff. The guy goes in the barn and we see a fella on the second floor of this barn playing a little ditty on the guitar, a little tune, as you could also call it. You can inspect the bale of hay, and when you inspect the bale of hay, you start to play a game of Minesweeper. And once you get to the end, you get the sundial item. This guitar man doesn't say a single word the whole time. The man then exits the barn and then he continues walking, searching for Anne the painter. He then stumbles upon this yellow flagpole, it seems, that says Anne Hezen Garden Spire 2 kilometers with an arrow pointing in a certain direction. You then follow the arrow and then you see these very strange archways with like bushes, and you go through them all and you keep walking, and eventually, after walking for quite some time, looking at many like gazebos, some weird gazebos, you find a big gazebo with a lot of those weird archways, I guess you would call it, surrounding it. And the one and only Anne the painter seems to be inside of this. Very interesting that these people are very normal looking. At least, well, the balloon guy not so much. He's a little excited. But the two other people we've seen so far, like the first dude and this guy, they look pretty normal. Like they seem pretty like normal. They seem pretty much like normal people. Now, Anne the painter doesn't seem too happy about you being there. This lady does say, "Look at you intruding on my shit, you fucking asshole." She doesn't say exactly like that, but she says something similar. She says some weird ass shit like, I haven't been able to complete this painting for quite some time, but maybe you are the assistant that the shepherd has promised me. Who the fuck is that? Who's the shepherd? Painting is also very weird. It looks similar to the meadow that this game seems to take place in. Has some white dots on it, and it has this big like black figure with it like a upside down hockey stick looking thing. Probably just a stick, a big stick. Very weird painting. Anne the painter says she thought that maybe the shepherd had forgot to get her an assistant, and then tests our artistic ability by seeing where the last little bit of lime green should go. It then spawns this weird ass arrow key game where you have to move the paintbrush down to where you should put the last green paint, which is obviously in the fucking grass. You know what I'm saying? After the completion of this extremely easy game, and the painter just started glazing us, saying that it is such a beautiful painting, amazing work, looks just like one of the classics. Like, we were just getting glazed like crazy. She then says, as a gift, since you did so good, you get one of my paintings type shit. And she says she stores her paintings in this blue little hut or gazebo. I would call it a gazebo, but there's a little door underneath it, and inside there is the painting and a feather. And you'd think, Oh, they got the feather in the painting. That's great. Let's go out and get this shit back to the balloon guy so we can get whatever the fuck's in the hot air balloon. But no, that's not how it works, I guess. Buddy fucking goes over to a hatch in the ground, opens it up, and ends up in this weird ass fucking tunnel down in the goddamn sewers, it looks like. Then for some reason, his fucking first thought is to jump into the shit water and start trekking down the fucking dark tunnel. And this seems to be a big mistake because something starts flashing in the top right corner. It looks like a moon symbol. The only thing that came from that was weird music playing, or some dude like going who knows, weird shit. Kind of weird that this place has a sewer system like that is accessible through and the painter's gazebos, but whatever, man, to each their own, I guess. Different strokes for different folks. Buddy exits the gazebo and he starts walking through the meadow, but as you see, the thing flashing in the top right corner must be saying that it's turning to night, which is bad because as it says at the beginning, you have to get the items before it's night. And it seems to be getting dark. We don't know the consequences of that happening yet, but we will see in a bit, it seems. Buddy then walks through the meadow, and as he's walking through, it seems to be getting darker and darker. As he proceeds through the meadow, weird ass fucking music starts to play. Eventually, he's walking through and it starts to get really dark, and then the music fucking completely stops, and on the screen it says the shepherd is coming. So that's fucking great. And this like bing sound is playing in the ear. He then walks for a little bit more and eventually hears a noise. Ding! This like ding noise. He looks to his left and there is a black creature. What is that? Upon the hilltop, if we want to get a little freaky with the wording of it. Upon the hilltop, there is a freaky ass fucking creature there. Okay? And this creature is progressing towards the guy. This seemingly deters him off of his original path, which was to go to the balloon man to give him his painting, but he needs to get home safe before the shepherd comes and gets him. He is successful with this escape attempt, and the video ends with a congratulations message. So what the fuck was that? What is the shepherd? Why is he big and scary? Okay, you get a pretty good view of him at certain points. He is this tall black creature that looks a little see-through. He has like a top hat, it looks like, and his cane. And this looks pretty much similar to what Anne the painter was painting. The painting that we took also looks similar to the painting that she was painting, and also has a big tall black thing. So this painter is painting the shepherd, and also they seem to be having some type of acquaintance because she says that the shepherd promised her an assistant. So the shepherd is helping this lady with her weird ass paintings. Now the fifth and last video as of today, potentially there will be more. I don't know when. I think I'm hopefully gonna upload this today. Recording this on August 18th, 2026. I don't know when the fuck this is gonna progress, but as of now, there's only 5 videos. The next and last video is named Sunshine, and in the description it says video taken sometime between April 2023 and September 2024. Context: previously unimpacted individual is granted natural passage to Meadow Outland Steps, uncertain locality, via derelict structure in Northern California, USA. Additional footage was found along with this 18-second clip and is currently being viewed for potential release. This is some quite interesting information that we get because the other videos don't have this type of information in the description. So this is interesting information. This video that is being recorded is very recent, which is interesting because the gameplay that we see in the video, in the other videos, is from 2005. So whatever this is has been going on for a fucking while. So this video is quite short. It's only 17 seconds long. It's similar to the graveyard video. It takes place in the actual meadow itself in the real world, and it shows the sky, and it shows this bunker type place with, we see a power line and these like weird pillars, and then we hear a train horn off in the distance, and that's it. That's all. That's how the fucking video ends. So that is all we have so far as of now for People Still Live Here. Only 5 fucking videos, bro. And the last one that I just talked about, that was posted a year and a half ago. So who knows when we're gonna get new shit for this. I know the Backrooms movie is taking up a lot of his time, and there will be a second one eventually, so who fucking knows for how long we're gonna see shit on this. But this is quite a weird and interesting series we have here, especially an interesting way to present it through video game gameplay as well. Very odd video game gameplay as well. So what is this shit? Pretty much the beginning video apparently provides context. I don't know how. I don't know where the fuck, like, there's a wiki for this series, and somehow the first video gives them this whole explanation. Pretty much what it is. This series is based off the dude that the game in honor of, Clifton J. Saywell, who is a person who discovered a mysterious dimension known as the Meadow Outland Steppes. This dude, Clifton J. Saywell, he appeared to have lived in the early 20th century, and he stumbled upon this fucking meadow. He found this found the meadow in like between 1934 and 1946. So this is old as fuck. This goes way back. The meadow is not fake. It is a actual place that can be entered through certain structures like we see in the game. His story, he must have written a book or something. He documented his findings in some way, and his story was eventually adapted into the video game that is called People Still Live Here. Fucking strange shit. Whatever. So that is the explanation for the game. Fucking this weird fucking guy found this fucking place, told his story, eventually it got adapted into a video game, and still years later motherfuckers are finding this place and are recording it using cameras. So cool stuff. It's weird that there are people who live in this weird place. They live in this very, very weird, like, meadow, this dimension that he found. Like, this isn't just a big weird spot on Earth that he stumbled upon. This dude went through some weird ass fucking shit. I don't know why the fuck Buddy had to find different items. I'm not really sure. There are some things about this, like the weird face that I was talking about. Like, there's some weird things that I talked about a little bit. The weird creature is called a laughing head, and it's an old ass thing. It does weird shit like blink and spit water, and the mechanism in the video is its tongue. Very weird shit. I got that from a comment. So this is weird. This is weird shit. There's not much to theorize about here, honestly. That is the series. I don't know where the fuck this is going. Is this the whole thing? It better not be, because there's nothing. I don't think it is. It's weird. It's very, very weird. If Buddy here found this place between 1934 and 1946, he could have been here for years, and it still exists here. It still exists, but it seems to be in some type of deteriorated state almost 100 years later. Because we see that the one found footage video is named Graveyard, and we see them in the ground. Stoplights are still alive, but they are buried and seemingly deceased or something. And in the Sunshine video, the bunker and the pillars that we see seem to be like vined and disheveled. So the years have been rough on this fucking place, I guess. Very long time. It's been here for quite some fucking time. That's why. So very strange shit with that. We don't really have much with this right now. It's quite new, even though most of the shit was released a year ago, but there's not much information on it. I really wish I could get some interesting thoughts about it. It's just so fucking weird. Like, well, there's a potential thing that this place is ruled by this shepherd, and not shepherd as in like it's like taking the people and putting them in their house, right? Because shepherds, control the sheep or whatever. But this shepherd is of humans, and this dude, the person we're playing as, Clifton J. Saywell, he was out into the night, not where he should be. So the shepherd came and pushed him back into his house. Who knows what would happen? He got up to him, but maybe he can't catch up to him. That's not really the point. He just chases him into the house because it's night and that he shouldn't be out. But there's a lot of weird stuff, like how there's a balloon man. It's quite empty except for certain places. There's the striped shirt guy who is very modern looking, as well as the other people too, considering he found this hidden world between like the 1900s, like way long ago, like before the 1950s happened. Motherfuckers did not dress in a striped polo shirt back then, I don't think. So the outfits just don't correlate with the time that he found it. And that's weird because that's day one of him finding it. It also mentions that he was told to go to the swamp alone. He was told by someone to go here, the swamp where he eventually found them, a door to the meadow. Very strange shit. It's just really weird. And there's also computers in there. Not only just his outfit is very modern, there's computers. There's a hot air balloon in there, which isn't super modern technology, but it's still a really weird thing to just have. It's still open to this day. So the government, like, there's other people than this person, than Clifton J. Saywell, that has found this. Other people have found it and have documented their footage, and it has been captured or whatever, and is being reviewed to see if they should release the footage. This is very strange. The thing is, like, one of the weirdest things for me is the sewer. We don't really see any houses or anything. We don't really see many houses. We just see one house at the beginning of day one, which is where he gets, I think, the watch. That's where he gets it. There's gotta be some type of sink or toilet for there to be a sewer. You know what I'm saying? So it's weird that there's just running water underneath this big green meadow out wherever this is in this other dimension. Very weird shit. Anyway, y'all, that's pretty much it. This is pretty cool shit. Not gonna lie. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna be I'm gonna try to kind of disperse my shit here. Hopefully this does well, as well as my backroom shit. We can only hope. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, shake that ass. If you didn't, shake that ass either way. I will see y'all later, hopefully tomorrow. If I don't, then I'm dead or something. I don't know. Like.